Hello!
Hi.
Today we are going to be doing all the things clarinet-y. Can you say clarinet-y?
Clarinet-y.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so first thing, everybody take your clarinet cases and put them in front of you. Some of the clarinet cases, okay, your guys know, but some of them have latches like this, so you want to make sure that the thin upper ring is up top, and then for your guys's, I have no idea how those work. Okay, so put them sideways and make sure that this bent part is facing down. So lay it on this side. And then this little bent part of the marble, do you see how it's bent up a little bit? That should be on the bottom.
Because it helps your fingers like.
Yeah. Good job. Now I'm not sure if everybody's clarinet has. No, it doesn't. Okay.
You get a reach.
I'll reach her. I mean, we'll get there. Okay. So not everybody's has this, but
I have two.
cork grease is imperative. Yep, no, but not everybody has a we'll share this one. So can everybody find the reed, which is this silly, weird, woody looking thing? Good job. Now take it out of the little plastic houses that they have, and then shove it in your mouth and soak it. Yep, yeah, hold, yeah, good job. Yep, careful not to gag or bite. Okay, so the next part that we're going to do is take the lower joint, and the lower joint should be at the top of everybody's clarinet case. Can everybody get it? Oh, I guess not. Your guys' is different. Okay. So the lower joint has one part that is cork and one part that is not cork. So if you just find that piece. Yeah, good job. And then the next part that we're going to get at is called the bell. Can you say bell?
Bell.
Yep, good job. Just like this. Now, does this look like it will go together?
No.
No, so we have to put the bell on the one side that does have the cork. So, with one of your hands, hold the lower joint. Can you say lower joint?
Lower joint.
With one of your hands, and then make sure that the cork is at the bottom. And then, this is where cork grease is nice. So, like, for example, mine doesn't really go on that smoothly, so I'm going to take some cork grease. And put it on. You guys want to try? Don't put too much on, because you don't want your belt to just slip off in the middle of playing. I don't think that will happen, but it's an irrational fear. Good job. And now you can take the bell. I like to hold the bell from the bottom, so I can cut it like this, and then twist it on. Yep. Good job. Now make sure that there's no gaps between the bell and the lower joint. Good. And now we're going to grab the upper joint. Can you say upper?
Upper joint.
Good job. Now the upper joint is the joint that has two pieces of cork on each end. Oh, excuse me. So with the upper joint, most of them should have a logo on one side, and if it doesn't, what you do is you look for these 4 stairs of keys, and that goes on the bottom. So when we're putting together the lower joint and the upper joint, what you want to do is you look for underneath the stairs of keys, there's this little bridge that goes over the cork. So that lines up with, there should be like a little flat spatula part on the lower joint. Yep. And the upper joint, that little bridge goes on top of the spatula.
Should we push down a certain key when we put these together in order to not make them knock together?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just grasp it, just grasp where the keys are.
Okay.
Twist it on slightly. And then make sure that that's aligned. Let me see everybody's. Good job lining that spatula. Good job. Okay, and now if everybody can take their clarinet like this, terrible, and then just set it next to their cases. Good job. And now we're going to get the barrel. This is the barrel. It's just the straight, black, cylindrical looking thing with 2 silver pieces. Yeah, good job. And then we're going to get our head joint. You can leave the cap head joint. wait, go ahead. Our mouthpiece, some of them have mouthpiece covers, and if it does, you can just leave that in the case. Yeah, good job. So if you have a ligature, it's okay, it's off right now. We just want to put this cork into, if you look at the barrel, one, it's kind of tapered and there's a smaller side. So the smaller side is where you want to put the mouthpiece. And that's a little stiff, so if it's a little stiff, get our handy dandy clarinet chapstick. And you just do the same thing, same process, just twist it on.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. So now what you want to do is take your thoroughly soaked mouth reed, and then you put it right on this flat side with the flat side of the reed. So flat against flat with the mouthpiece. Can I see? Yeah, good job. So for now, don't worry about alignment. Just make sure that flat is on flat. And then take your ligature. Everybody hold up your ligature. Can you say ligature?
Ligature.
Good job. So with the ligature, when you slide it on, you want to be very careful not to accidentally snap the reed or cut it in half. And you want to make sure that the screws are facing the right side of the reed. Yeah, good job. Is yours?
It's like, I don't know what's happening. It's fine.
Okay.
Continue without me.
So if what we want to do is we want to make sure that the ligature is very, very loosened, because when you put it on, if you see on your reed, there's a place where the color transitions, and you want to make sure that it's right under where the reed starts to get thinner. Can everybody show me? Yeah, good job. A little bit lower. Yeah, so if we loosen your ligature a lot more, push it down. Okay. And then before we tighten, this is the hard part. So with the reed, here, I'll come closer so everybody can see. You want to make sure that the reed is a hair from the tip. Do you see that? Just a little black. You want to be able to see black with the mouthpiece. So the reed is not covering it. But once it gets to that point, you can tighten the ligature. Good job. So before we put this on the clarinet, I want everybody. Does anybody? You guys don't have a recap, so just set this back in to the case.
I'm gonna put it up so it doesn't get all.
Good. Okay, and now pick up the clarinet. So what we want to do is we want to sit straight up, feet on the ground. Good job. And then with the clarinet, so if you look on the back of the clarinet, there's this little doohickey that serves really no purpose other than as a thumb rest. So this is where our right hand thumb, right hand thumb is going to be. Good job. And then for the front, right where your thumb is, that first key is where your first finger goes. Next finger, pointer finger. Good job. And then second finger, third finger, and then pinky we'll just have kind of being on this, it's hovering, yeah, all we'll just have it hovering for now. And then with your left hand, everybody raise your left hand. Good job. So now put your thumb on this back hole. Yeah, good job. So with your left hand, what you want to do is you don't want it to be straight on, but you want it to be instead a little angled, and you want to make sure that your thumb can easily just roll onto the register key. Can anybody show me? Good. Chase, just, yeah, good job, good job. Yeah, good job. And then the same thing, so where your thumb is, just a little bit under is that first key, second key. Yeah, and then third. This one doesn't have a metal ring, it's just an open hole. So, oh, yep. And then once again, pinky is just all these keys, so we'll just have it hovering for now. Good job. So when you hold it, you want to sit straight up, clarinet up, like this. Good job. Good. So I'm not really noticing anything too bad. It's just Chase, make sure that your right hand doesn't slip off the hole. Okay, good job. So now we're going to set this down again. And we've already accomplished 2 of our objectives. One objective was to assemble the clarinet, which is partially assembled. We just have to attach the barrel. And the other objective was to learn the proper posture and finger placement. So good job. Can everybody, yay! Woo! Good job. Love the enthusiasm. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is make a sound. So what you have to do... Yeah, good job, Chase. Now what we're going to do is learn how to make a sound on the clarinet. Yeah, good. Okay. So, with clarinet, there are 3 things you need to keep in mind with embouchure. Can you say the 3 Fs?
The 3 Fs.
Yeah, good job. Can anybody take a guess as to what the first F might be? Raise your hand, you can tell me.
Focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
Focus. Maybe it's a good one. Maybe we'll call it the 4S. Yeah, does it ring? Firm. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So with firm, we're going to have firm corners. Can you say corners? Can you point to the corners on your mouth? Good job. So the first F is flat chin. Well, this, yeah. So to make a flat chin, you kind of have to curl your lower lip under. Because when you do this, it bunches up, right? So you want to curl your lower lip under, and have a flat chin, and then firm corners. And then the third F is not really a visual one, but more an internal one. It's a fast air. So you always, 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 always want to have a lot of air support and use fast air. So now, when you're ready, just let moisten that one out. Good job. So now with that in mind, we're going to take this, which is the reed, and put it, curl your lower lip in, make a flat chin, set it on there, and then put just, you want more reed in your mouth than you want mouthpiece. So what that means is you have to keep this at an angle. So when you curl your lower lip in, slide it up, and then the top of your teeth should be resting just about here on the mouthpiece, like this. Good job. And then close it with your lips, firm corners, and blow. Chase. Yeah, you're getting there. So one thing that I'm noticing is your clarinet angle is a little too inward. So just angle it out a little bit more. And then put more reed in your mouth. Good job. Yeah. Okay, can everybody at the same time? 1, 2, ready, go. Good job. So just the barrel, that note is a F sharp. So without the clarinet, just the mouthpiece and the barrel, the note is an F sharp. Mine is F sharp, 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 but that's fine. Okay, so now take the clarinet. Take your barrel and your mouthpiece, and then with this, you want to keep the reed and the register key and hole facing you, and you want those to be aligned. So when you put it on and you're going back and forth, make sure that those are aligned. And you can periscope it if you want to. Good job. So the reason I like to assemble it that way, clarinet separately and then barrel and mouthpiece separately, is because it's easier to maneuver the barrel with the mouthpiece on it. That way you don't mess up the ligature and the reed placement. Okay. So next, everybody show me the proper posture that we just learned.
Is that?
Oh, pinky, yeah. Remember, pinky is going to be omniscient, floating for all these keys. Yeah, good job. And show me how it's resting on the back. Good. Is that uncomfortable, Chase?
No.
Okay. If it does get a little more comfortable, try experimenting, put it a little bit more here.
Oh, instead of it like...
Yeah, just experiment to what is more comfortable for you. Really, what the goal is with that finger placement is we want to make sure that our fingers stay curved the whole time, so it's more flexible. And we like flexibility. Okay. So, with that in mind, without pressing any keys, put the clarinet up to your mouth. proper posture. Don't press any keys. So we should be able to just hold it just like this. Good job. Okay, so the first note that we're going to learn how to play is G. So G is no keys at all. It's just completely open. Okay, so what is one thing that I told you to keep in mind with your embouchure? Right here, you can tell me. Yes, Chase.
From corners.
Yeah, good job. Anything else? Just the one? Yeah, Chase.
Faster.
Okay. What's the third one? Do you remember?
Flat chin.
Good job. Okay. So with that in mind, without any fingers, play G. So what do you think is happening?
I have no idea. Oh, I'm putting, oh.
Yeah, you might have a couple fingers on. Good job. Okay, so then the next note that we would be learning would be F, which is thumb only. So try that. Good. Now try going from G to F and G to F and G to F. Good. So the one thing that I am noticing is both of you are using your right pinky as kind of another contact point, which means you might not be secure enough with holding it with your mouth or with your right hand. So try doing this. Let's see. So when you're playing G, focus a lot on your right hand, and I'll have you guys watch each other. So we'll have Zerny play and Chase watch, and then vice versa, okay? Watch your right hand. And then you play. Yep, good job. So remember to try and keep it out. We want to keep it at about 40 to 60 degree angle. Okay, now I'm gonna play, and then I want you guys both to watch, and then I'll ask you what you see different. So here's me playing number one. And then here's number two. Which one do you think we want? Raise your hand. Tell me. Number one or number two? Yeah.
For one,
Why do you think?
you were closer to the key.
Yes, exactly. So we want to make sure that our fingers are always as close to the keys as we can get them without actually playing the keys. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So they're like little UFOs that are just hovering. Okay, so the next note that we're going to learn is E, which is just putting your first finger down. So you have your thumb, and then you just put your first finger down. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Good job, good job. And then the next note is with both those fingers down, add your middle finger, and that will be D. And good. And then third finger which is C. Ready? Good job, good job. So as you can see on the board, I have written a little melody, which just so happens to use the notes that we use.
Very a little loud.
Yeah, good job. Oh, you must just know that never was bad. Okay, so raise your hand when you can tell me what the first note is. Yeah, Chase.
G.
Good. Zerny, raise your hand when you can tell me. Zerny.
What?
Yeah, no. I was gonna say Zerny. Raise your hand, you tell me when you know what the note is. Yeah.
E.
Yeah, good job. So Chase, the note that we see, the first is E, and then if you go a space and then a line, that note is G.
Oh, okay.
That's the rhythm.
Mhm.
So,
You're reading
can
it
I?
based on-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so this, that's a G?
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. So that G, what Chase thought was the first note, is what we just put, the first note we played without anything else. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So then,
But we don't even play that note, though.
no,
right?
we don't even play that note. So the first note that we play is, raise your hand, you can tell me what finger. Is there any?
2 fingers.
Yes.
Doesn't mean this.
Yes, good job. So this just goes both 2 fingers, middle finger, third finger, 2 fingers. So can we just try the first measure?
Yep.
1, 2, ready, go. Good job. Okay, so then the thing that I'm noticing is myself included, we're all playing a little quiet, so if we could just try to use more air so we can get a nicer sound. So let's try the first measure again. This time I'm trying to use more air and more flat of a chin so it doesn't break. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, good job. Just make sure that you keep your fingers close. And then there's one thing that I forgot. Because
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So now we're just gonna have everybody play at once. Okay, Chase, can you play?
The entire thing?
No, just the first measure. Yeah, good. That was really good. The first time you played, what do you think happened when you did the sound out?
The angle of the clarinet I don't think was right.
Mhm.
And also, my bottom lip wasn't curved enough. It's like, it needs to be like this. I think
Yeah,
I was
okay.
playing it kind of like this instead versus like that, you know?
Okay, good. Yeah, good. Good job. Yeah, good job. So one thing I really liked that you did, Rennie, was when you played, you kept your pinky near. You kept it up rather than curling it in. So let's try that again together. First measure. 1, 2, ready, go. So Chase, what do you think happened?
I don't know, it felt funny though. It felt funny when I did it.
That was like almost the complete opposite of the first time when no sound came out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Is
this
it
time,
too much?
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Okay.
Also, a combination might be that you're maybe too firm, as in maybe edging on pinching just a little.
Oh, okay.
So try putting a little bit more reed in your mouth as well, and focus on relaxing. Yeah, that was close.
Okay.
That might have been almost a little too low or too loose. Yeah, good job. So another thing that we haven't gotten to, because right now I just wanted to focus on using your air, is vowel shape. So with the clarinet, this is like middleless register, which we call the clarion register. No, this is
Shallow mouse lip.
anyways, this is getting to the lower part of the clarinet, so we want to keep a more O and U vowel shape, so our tongue needs to be lower in the mouth. Let's try that again, focusing on vowel shape this time. 1, just the first measure. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, good job. Let's try one more time. This time, little less here, and more with your air and vowel shape. 1, 2, ready, go.
What's going on?
You might just be pinching a little too much. Okay, do we think we can try to read the next 3 measures?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? Okay. Let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. sure. That's fine. So I really, really, really like how both of you are keeping your fingers close to the keys then. That's really nice. And I'm not really seeing too much posture problems, Chase. Your clarinet angle is actually really good. So I think it is just a little bit of mouth shut. Yeah. Okay, do we want to try to finish it?
Yes.
Okay, so starting from the beginning and going through to then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, good job! So what are you having problems with?
I don't know. I don't know. It's. I feel like I don't know. I have to like just like kind of be feeling it.
Do you want to
more.
try to play through on your own?
Yes.
again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just me.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that was really good. So is there anything that you noticed, Rainy?
You might not have enough mouthpiece in your mouth, and you might be biting a lot. So when you're on the clarinet, it's like you're resting your keys on top.
See,
So
but
you
if
bite
I
too
but
much,
but if I put too much,
you bite.
if I put too much reed in, then yeah, then that's like what I get. That's the sound.
So one of the things that I noticed was, for the
That's
most part, you
crazy.
had like
Whoa.
a really, really nice embouchure though. The only thing that I noticed was maybe think about pushing, firming your corners is usually hard to like really comprehend because we confuse firmness with like just like stiffness and tension. Yeah. So one of the things is maybe just think about encompassing the reed and the mouthpiece with your lip. So you want to like make a full seal. So what that means is probably maybe. Yeah, so think about pushing your corners forward as well a little bit. Now try pushing them forward a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a problem. And then one of the other things I noticed is just very minor. So when we're putting our fingers down, do you see? It's a
Yeah,
little
that
bit up.
actually totally changes the pitch.
Yeah. So we want to make sure that when we're putting our finger down, we want to close the metal ring and cover
Everything.
the hole completely. So can we just try that? So finger in E, and we're just going to go to D, back and forth. 1, 2, and quarter notes. Ready, go. Yeah, good job. So another problem, which it probably is just endurance-wise, because you're using muscles in your mouth that you have never had to use before. So, like, especially maintaining a constant airstream as well as keeping that embouchure. Like, I know for me personally, when I was doing it, I would get like little lip quivers just a little bit, especially when I was not holding the right embouchure. So with that, it's just a lot of practice maintaining the correct embouchure. The 3 Fs, which are, you can tell me what the 3 Fs are. Chase?
Firm corners, flat chin, fast air.
Yes, good job, good job. Okay, so we have played a tune on the clarinet. We have learned how to sit correctly and hold the clarinet correctly. We have learned how to form a proper embouchure and use air. And yeah, that's it. It's just next time what I really want to focus on is we're going to learn more notes, and we're going to focus on changing our vowel shape in our mouth when we change registers. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Swope.